Hello everybody and welcome back to World Wednesday. Once again on the Water Lodge world, we'll be visiting where I actually went out and made my base in this world. And last episode it wasn't the map that was shown here, but I've gone ahead and changed it, and we'll start heading over to the Redstone Castle. Okay, so now that we're here, this little shack behind me is actually where I made my house while I was building this place. You can see lots of structures and a bunch of stuff, so there's a whole bunch of resources in here. Now, this place, I actually built it around the time I created my channel, and I uploaded a couple Redstone videos around that time, and I actually first created those things, those designs, in this place. And I think this is... yeah, so this is the hidden track that actually takes you back to the Water Lodge. There's a way to take it over to here. So let's head on up into the actual castle itself, and I'll kind of start showing you guys around some of the builds. These are my melons. And Rip Rupert, you shall be avenged! Alright, let's see if I can find the entrance to this place. There should be a hidden way in somewhere. Ah, there it is. I found it because it's dark and it's lit up. So this is the entrance up to the castle. It kind of looks like a cat skull or something. It's supposed to be like ancient ruins. So it opens its mouth. We walk inside. This is kind of like a mine shaft area. It's very nice. It's reminiscent of Etho's mine shaft he built a long time ago. I was watching his videos around the same time. So we fly on up. It's using the trick to ender pearl into lily pads. And you land up here. There's our little turtle shrine with my turtle statues. Looks really nice. So the entrance to this place is just up over here. I didn't really make a dedicated pathway, and it's a very narrow bridge there. So this is a basic 3x3 door. Keno was here. I don't remember who that was. So just taking a look at the castle here. It's very nice. Now, obviously, if you've watched the Yogscast Tekkit series, this castle was designed based off of Duncan's castle. I really liked how it looked, so I went ahead and recreated it here in vanilla at the time. And instead of having it full of like Tekkit design, like stuff from the mod pack, I went ahead and made it full of redstone contraptions and a bunch of stuff like that. Now, to get into this place, using my favorite thing of all, redstone torches as the key, you put it on that block there, and the 3x3 door opens, and then it closes. Now, I can't remember whose design that is offhand, but it still works, which is pretty cool. Okay, so, let's see. What should we take a look at first? We have a nice little nature area here, and a little hidden way to look inside. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking we'll go down into the cellars. So down here is where you have like all the drinks and the ale for my castle. And over here, there used to be a secret door. Ooh, that tune is awesome. But I don't think it actually works anymore. Yeah, it doesn't work too good. So this is the potion lab. This is where I had all of my potions brewed up and stuff. This was basically you flick that, and then you click a button, and you would get whatever the picture was. Over here was a speed potion brewer for speed potions. Speed for speed. So up here you could climb up, and as you can see, this is where all the dispensers were. You would kind of just float in here, load them up. The top side has the bottles. These bottom ones have the items, and flicking the lever would obviously send a signal to them and dispense them for me. And over here I think is where I kept some more bottles just for the speed brewing. There's some more item spots here. And over here, in this corner, is actually where I kept all the potions. If you step on that pressure plate, it opens up, and you have a whole bunch of chests. Obviously, I didn't have any potions brewed, or they didn't get saved over. And there's all sorts of different potions. Alright, let's head on up, and we'll take a look at another place, another part of this castle. So I'm thinking the next place, actually, I should probably talk about this. So this here kind of looks like a sword in Minecraft. Staircase blocks are one of my favorite blocks to build with because they're so variable and you can do so much with them. This is something I came up with where you could actually make it look like there's a sword on the side of my castle. So over here, the next thing we're going to be looking at, speaking of swords, a nice little bridge over to it. Over here is our armory, and these here are what I like to call the vertical armor dispenser. Like I said, I built this around the time I started my channel, and I actually did a tutorial on this as one of my very first videos early on. So basically what happens is you walk into this part, and it dispenses your armor. Now there's obviously a lot easier ways to do it, just putting them around a pressure plate and walking into the pressure plate works, but I kind of wanted a way so where I could actually show you the armor and walk into it and it still kind of equips it for you. And over here, I guess it's just some of my ore for mining. Now I did like having records power things. I don't think... No, that didn't power any kind of redstone, unfortunately. Now over here, what you heard just open, this is where I kept all my weapons and gear and stuff. Oh, I named them. Tanladwer, Creeper Slayer, Ariadne, Scarlet, Ghast Slayer, and we have Crazy Dave's pickaxe, and Dead Ass. Yeah, the hoe. Over here, let's see, what else do we got? So you like using pressure plates to kind of have hidden lighting. A nice window here. This is when you have to do enchanting with super high levels. Each level of this tower has kind of a different level of enchanting. And actually, thinking about the tower, you know what? I bet behind this wall it's still there. Should I look? Yeah, let's look. I knew it! It is still there. This dirt block. Okay, so my friend Vince, I mentioned him in the treehouse base area. He's like one of my oldest friends. Cool guy. He would go around my builds and just randomly place a single piece of dirt. Because he knew it would drive me crazy, he would just hide it in random places and I'd have to go all around my base and try and find it. I found that one, but I never broke it and told him I broke it because he would just hide it somewhere else and I'd have to kind of just keep looking for it. So over here's another balcony area, and behind me, ooh, I like that, is a nice little enchanting area for high-level enchants and all that other stuff. So let's continue on upward through the staircase here. Oh, okay, so this is where we loaded one of the devices. I did do a tutorial for this early on. This is actually using the burnout of torches to power a whole bunch of dispensers, which it seems to be locked. Oh, I know why it's locked. Okay, we'll get into that later. But it powers a whole bunch of dispensers that just kind of shoot arrows from the front of the base. And right over here, there's fireworks, but this is my bedroom! So we have a map of the actual base, and I really like how that looks. Nice wood accenting the roof, and ooh! Okay, we'll save that for after. That's something a little special. Okay, so we're back here, and Redstone Labs. So one interesting thing I can show you right from the get-go, you see kind of that beacon there being on. Now over here, where this piston is, some more exposed redstone for the door key mechanism. But over here, this is what controls the beacon. Now this piston, if you send it any kind of an update, it retracts or extends, and the beacons either switch from being on to being off. So as you can see now, if we fly back up, the beacon is off. It's just a way for me to turn it on and off when I'm leaving the base. And if you were actually cooking any meat in here, the beacon would stay on for the extension of it cooking, and then when the cooking's done, it turns off, which is a way for me to kind of notify myself if I'm cooking any kind of food there. And this, I believe, was Cube Hamster's smoothstone generator, if memory serves. I wonder if it still works. Ooh, oh, what do you know? It actually still works. I am surprised. That's awesome. Oh, I gotta build one of these in one of my survival worlds. That's an easy way to get smoothstone. I can't believe it actually still works. That's awesome. So a little message board where I kind of made notes of things. And oh, over here, yep. So I made these pads kind of all over the castle. Each one's do different things. This one kind of dispenses some potions on me. We have some more vertical armor dispensers here. Gear for different situations. And nothing in there. But if we continue this way, this is cool. So down here is where I was going to kind of put a farm for pigs and cows and stuff to kind of make it my food source, but I never got around to it. And down here is the tracks, which you can use to take to another build on the server, but this is actually something else I did a video on. This was my overly complicated minecart collector, I believe. I don't remember if that's the actual name of the video. But what would happen would be, as you just saw, basically it shoots the minecart and all the way it goes to the end and it gets shot by these dispensers with arrows. It takes roughly 2 arrow shots at the right timing to break the minecart, and then the wall would extend and it would be shot into the hopper right here, and it would be collected and put somewhere. Okay, so let's continue up the staircase here. So up here is another tower in the castle. This is the kind of like balcony area to see the entranceway. You can get up with that ladder there. There's the door. And over here, so this was kind of like where I stored my nether gear. Once again, vertical armor dispenser. Walk into it and get the armor for the nether, some potions and stuff. And if we continue upward, this tower seems to be rather empty. Not much in this one. Keep going up. Like all my bases, and every base me and my friends made, this place is a giant maze. You can get lost rather easily. Personal library. Okay, let's see what's here. I'm guessing a bunch of books and chests of things. Oh yeah, written books. Potion item list, potion lab notes, projects, potion storage. Ooh, the canon manual. That's going to be very important later. Written books, and a bunch of enchanting books. Alright. So over here is actually where my nether portal was on this server. I encased it in water. This was something that I think Duncan had on his castle as well in the Tekkit world. I just kind of made it into where I kept my nether portal. So last time we kind of just walked around over here. This time we're going to walk up this staircase over here. So in here is kind of where I have some farms for wheat, bread, cocoa beans, all that good stuff. Carrots and potatoes and stuff like that. And then up here is where I kind of kept a bunch of random junk. I had a nice flower view. Over here is a redstone access for this part of the castle. We'll look at what that stuff actually connects to in just a second. And over here is just a silly little light switch. I like that when I power it or unpower it, that pressure plate, or rather trapdoor, just kind of opens and closes. And just over here, if I remember how to get to it, we passed it like a second ago. Ah, there it is. Over here is another one of my redstone videos early on. This was my ender pearl launcher. So you hold an ender pearl, it pulls up, and it gets shot off by the TNT. Now, there were a bunch of ender pearl cannons. A lot of them I actually hadn't seen. I came up with this design off of another one, and I tried to make it more condensed and more compact, and this is what I came up with. So as you can see, it actually is in a much more condensed area, even though it's a little hard to tell because I use stone. So yeah, let's head back on in and we'll see some more of this place. Heading back to that main staircase area over here, continuing upward. And here's a little meeting room, nothing too fancy. A little picture frame of my symbol. And, oh, my crafting workshop. Okay, so I like this place because I kind of wanted it to make it like a wood workshop. I have like a big wall or a cabinet system here with a bunch of just random stuff like pickaxes, some taps, an anvil, some chests for stuff. Just a bunch of like random cluttered stuff you'd kind of see on a workshop. Some iron. This was kind of my desk area, my computer, my mouse and keyboard, my cup with my coffee. And I think I might have stored something in here. Oh, I did. So invisibility potion. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, so I was playing around to see how many enchants you could actually put on a sword. You can't do it legitimately. This was in, I believe, creative mode, or when I had like, yeah, it must have been creative mode. So we'll take the sword with us. I put so many enchants on it. Obviously, not all of them work, but it's a silly thing to do. Continuing upward, we have the throne room. This is my throne, obviously. Not much else in here. It's not really easily accessible. Up here is the Beacon Temple. This is where I have 4 of the beacons that you saw earlier. They're the pistons that kind of cover it so that the beacon turns off and on from below, and I believe it's powered over here with a tower of glowstone, so the current can continue all the way upward and be turned off from below. And also in this room, if you can see it, there's like a little bit of a balcony here. This connects to the front of the castle, and you go in over here. I believe the button's here. You go in, and this actually leads to another ender pearl cannon. We got some feather falling boots, some TNT to load it, and ender pearls. Now this was the ender pearl cannon I saw, and I basically worked on making it more condensed and stuff. So it's in the telescope here, and I would use this to shoot off and go all the way back to the water lodge off in the distance in that way, or make it at least a little bit of a shorter distance to travel. So let's look at some more stuff in this place. Alright, so we kind of skimmed over this earlier, but this wall here is actually very important. It controls the mechanism for my TNT pistol cannon. Something else I did a tutorial video on, if you want to check that out. You know, just don't judge it too harshly though, it's an old video. So just looking at the instructions here, from the look of it, the main part is this switch needs to be on for it to fire, I think. Because right now it's off, it's up, and it's locked. And the auto fire needs it for sure. I don't know if the regular fire needs it though. Yeah, so from the look of it, I turn that on, it's ready to fire, I believe. Yeah, it hasn't shot yet. So if we go down over here, if we click the right button with the TNT picture on it, because I think that's the rapid fire. This one should be the regular single shot, right? The pictures help too, because it's a single TNT, which means it fires one. The redstone ore is meant to show me that it fires multiple. Thinking like that. Oh, there we go. Yep. There we go. And it fired just one. Exactly what I wanted. Still don't know if this middle switch needs to be powered for that, but the next part, for the rapid fire, if memory serves, yep, so that's loaded. I can't remember if the rapid fire needs to only be one in the other ones, or else it's going to blow up in my face. I don't remember, but let's give it a shot. Is it working? Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's working. Oh, there we go. Single shot. Oh, actually, this isn't the rapid fire. This is the auto fire. Yes, I was right. Okay, so this... Yeah, there we go. So we can actually go and see where it's landing and how much damage it's doing. Wow, the TNT gets shot a lot further. I don't think it got shot this far before. They must have changed something and make this... Ooh, perfect. Because where that destruction hole is, it's where it landed before. So let's head on back, and there is one more thing. There is one more setting with the cannon. It has what I like to call a burst mode, and I think that should turn it off, right? That should be the last time it fires. Oh, I love just listening to that. Yeah, okay, we should be good. It shouldn't fire anymore. So the auto function is turned off. Auto fire sequence disabled. And this button in the left here, that's a little hard to see, should be, if I can find the instructions for it, should be here somewhere. Oh, yeah, manual single fire, burst shot. TNT is an ammo dispenser only. Okay, so that means I might have to get rid of the other ones. Always have the same amount of TNT in each dispenser. Do not remove any redstone repeaters. Repeaters uses 20 repeaters each on full delay. Single fire uses 10. Burst fire uses 7 repeaters, leading to piston for torch burn out 6 on full delay. Okay, so if I'm reading my past self's instructions correctly, I should just keep one single TNT in here for now, just so that it isn't repeatedly powered and blows up in my face. Sounds about right. So let's get rid of all of these extra TNT, and then we'll fire off the burst mode function of this cannon. And I am so glad to see it actually still works. This was one of my favorite builds, And actually, this was one of my first popular videos. I think I got maybe 1,000 views or something on it, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a very popular video I did at the time. Alright, now, I don't know if this needs to be powered, but we'll power it anyway. Or, no, wait, no, because that's the automatic fire. And what's this? This the arrows? Yes! So we saw it earlier, it was locked. That is what controls the dispensers here for the arrows to shoot kind of at the lake below using the torch burnout, as you heard. Now, I don't think that should be powered. We'll give it a shot. If it blows up, it blows up. Oh! There it is, the shotgun burst fire. Oh wow, you already saw it. It made quite an addition to the hole there. I'm so happy this thing works. This is cool. I'm gonna play around with this for a little bit, and then I'll get back to you guys. So I'm gonna be ending off this episode a little bit differently. I just wanted to say thank you so much, everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I've recently hit 500 subscribers. I hadn't planned to make a video yet, so this is kind of my special, and it actually has a little bit of a good timing because there is one build on the server we haven't seen yet, and I've already set it up. If we fly in this direction, you'll see the fireworks. Beautiful, beautiful fireworks, which I actually have to get closer to see. Oh, thank you so much, everybody that subscribed to my channel. Thank you for all of the support you've been giving me. It's amazing. I'm sorry the videos have been a little slow the past week or so. I just haven't had the time to record. But thank you so much, and I hope you do stick with me. And I'll see you all in the next world. Let's just turn this one on, and I'll let you enjoy the view of the fireworks, and I'll stop talking. Thank you, everyone.